Hello and welcome along and welcome back to the farm. Today we're going to be doing the soybeans over there. I am currently hooking the header up to here with Harry's help. Chris is currently away. Let's hook this up. There we go. I think that's got it. Yep, that's got it, and Harry's hooked that all up. So, yeah, I'll wait for him to get out of the way, and then we can move back. And there we go. So let's back this off. So yeah, as I say, Chris is, he's actually today selling off some of our cows. He's doing, taking the cows to market. It turns out that the price is really good at the moment, and our cows have reached weight, which is great news. So as a result, we are in a brilliant position to get things, cows sold and get this year's calves in as well, which is great news. And yes, so he should be, well, he's going to sell off all of this year's. He's going to spend the next couple of days selling off this year's. Start her up. And then, right, there we go. And then he will be back for, to go and pick up the calves for next year. Actually, no, he won't be doing that. I'm going to be heading down to the market and doing that, because obviously I want to go and pick this year's calves. So we're going looking at that, and that will then give us a good 12 months really to get them fattened up, which is always good to have longer to get them fattened and get them sold. So that's all good. Normally it's normally about 6 to 9 months. So we're looking at. We got plenty of stuff over the winter, so we should be able to get them all fattened up and ready for next spring as well, which will be good. Price isn't quite so good at springtime, but we should still get a nice amount. And if we can run through it twice a year like that, then we're pretty good. We're having a good time, a good amount of turnover. If we're doing it that way. There we go. Seems to be a pretty good yield off these soybeans just doing that headland. Just under 2,000 litres for the first row, and that's even a short edge. So I'm quite happy with that. I want to get myself in position. Yeah. As always, this gleaner is too old for us to have any GPS on, so we eyeball with this, but it's all good. You know, this is how I learned to combine, so it's all good. I'm just gonna fiddle with my comb a little bit, especially with the soybeans. We want to be very careful of how the comb gathers them in. If it's too deep into it, it will knock a load of soybeans out as they come in. I mean, the reason why we have the belt on here and not an auger-fed header is to try and stop soybeans from falling out once they're ripened and actually making it into there. But yeah, if we're whacking them with the comb first, then it won't work so well. Oh. Happened there. I think we've got a hole here. Yeah, it's we need to take this bit a little bit slower because it doesn't cut so well in some of these dips, and you have to, you see, even there, even doing this more slowly through here, it can be a bit of a pain. There we go. Not too bad. Through the difficult bit. Yeah, there are some dips on this field that just are not great for us. But it's worked. And there's space to expand this field. In the same way as we expanded the other two, we could very much head a little bit further down towards the river. My father and my grandfather very much liked squarer fields on here. Personally, having done most of my training for farming and everything in the UK, I tend to be more open to having fields that are a little bit more misshapen, shall we say. That country, they squeeze fields in everywhere they can, whereas back here in the US, we've got a little bit more space to play with, and therefore we can have nice right-angled shaped fields. Yeah, I think I might expand this field a little bit into that grassy area there next year. Should do us a little bit better, get us a little bit higher yield off here. There we go. Well, not higher yield, but higher overall amount of cropping. You see the belt system now. So that is there purely to ease the soybeans in. It works well for all our crops, but specifically we got this header because it handles soybeans better. And this year especially, we've got this field and we've got another field over the other side. What I thought was our experimental field, and completely forgot that my farm is totally set up for soybean harvesting. And B, that I already have a pretty big field of them over here. So yeah, well, it's an experiment with really sort of late planting, that one. So we'll see how well we fare with having planted a set of soybeans so late. But yeah, it was by no means itself an experimental crop. We were already knee deep in soybeans by that point. And we've got a good headland done here. Yeah, Harry's over there, waiting for us to get full. 63% off full off the first one. Let's bring this up. Right. I'm going to spin this round. And then we can crack on with the second headland. We're not going to need more than 2 on this field, I don't think. We've got a lot of space to move around the ends. Harry is coming up beside us now. Gonna empty out. Oh, let me get past. Yeah. Because we are 73% full, so we might as well offload at this point. Nice. Kangarooing on the fuel a bit. Right, there we go. Nicely in line, and come on. I think Harry's used to trying the Harry's used to driving the combine more than he is the tractor, because he's not handling that 6R very well. But that's got it. Okay. He's sorted. Let's get back into the crop. and get things cut. This is a very, very long header. It seems miles out that side, but it's all good. Coming up to the end of the second headland, and I've had a word with Harry about the 6R. Seems like it's got a little bit of a sticky accelerator at the moment, so we're going to get it into the workshop and have a look at it. He's yeah, he wasn't too happy about that. He said he's normally a little bit more careful when he's doing carting, so which I can understand. You know, it's not like he doesn't do this as well. He's doing this really today as a return for me doing the karting for Susie the other day. Said he owed us one, and with everything going a little bit mad with trying to sell off the cows, it's yeah. He said he was happy to help out. He joked and said, I just need to give him the equipment that works properly. Oh man. So yeah, the 6R would go red. That's a new tractor as well. We'll have to go down to the workshop and get that sorted. But it's just, yeah, why that is doing that, I have no idea. This cutting is going nicely though. Good, decent amount of soybeans here. So this should be a decent crop this year. Especially if that testing field works out. The sort of the late planting. My worry is less that they're going to come ripe in time, because they're not ripe yet. That field is, because it was planted so late, is just nowhere near ready. But my thing at the moment is I'm concerned as to whether when they do come ripe, we're going to have the right weather to harvest. Mid-autumn at the moment, which is where we are at the moment, that is, you know, we get decent amounts of dry and things work out pretty well for us. But yeah, you get to the late autumn and it's then getting late to get them harvested, and you're getting wetter weather. As things start to approach the winter, we get wetter weather around here. I'm just hoping we have a dry enough period that we can get them harvested. Because yeah, but as well, yeah, I mean they may even come good during the mid autumn. So I'm kind of hoping that we're going to have a dry enough spell to get them up and to get them harvested. I'm going to empty this now. 70% full gives us about a third on the trailer. Let's turn off the thrasher because we don't need that at the moment. This is so wide, getting myself lined up so I don't hit the trailer is always tough. There we go. That should do it pretty nicely. And we're done. Back on with that, and in we go. Yeah. Should be about halfway through the field by the time we need to empty again. We'll see how full we are after that return row as to whether I cut in or whether I just take another row here and empty. Either way, should be pretty good off here. Now with this row not being a full width of the combine, I'm sticking the middle, the centre of the header right down the centre of the crop. That way we know we've got enough space either side to pick it up. It's not quite a full width. This is actually one of the better ways to do this, is to not have quite a full width, but not be right up to the edges, but still be mostly filling the header. Is a good way to have that work and have that go. So yeah, I'm proud of that. We are at 27% full, so I'm gonna stick this in about here-ish, I think. Pretty much straight down the middle of the field. And that will mean we get a nice big cut out in the middle of the field. It actually tells me that we're doing a lot better on here than I'd expected. We're heading for a full trailer in the very near future. for, yeah, looking good. Looking very good. And again, I seem to have managed to get this final row here about the right width again. I'm really, really quite pleased. This is some very, very efficient harvesting I've got going on today. It's almost exactly a full header's width, which makes me a little bit nervous, to be honest. This is where it gets a little bit harder, and I'm constantly looking from the left to the right, to the left to the right, to make sure that it's all gathering in and we're not missing any, but it does seem to be going in. We're 80 odd percent full, so see, that's why you try and make it that little bit less wide than your header, because you get a little bit sticking out like that, and you end up having to lift your header, go back and get it. It's either that or you end up going round again to try and grab it. It's like playing tennis. Right, that off and auger out. In we go. And we filled further back last time. This should top him off. I think Harry will go and tip after this. Yeah, there we go. That's topping off there. Make sure we spread this out amongst the trailer as best as we can. There we go. So he'll head off now and go and tip that, while I cut in to the final part of this field. And to do that, we want to come in down the middle of here. There's not a lot left. Not a lot left at all. This is going to take about 3 cuts. That's good news. That's very good news. Yeah, I need to go and check on the status of our other soybeans, and we'll be able to sort of work out where we're going from there with those. But this is just 3 more rows here, and I don't think the last 2 that we've got here are even full widths. So it's not going to be many more soybeans off here. Just enough that we're able to finish the field off and get it all done and dusted. There we go. So how wide is this? Okay, not too bad. The last row is definitely a very underwidth row. But this is yeah, this is filling most of the header, so positioned myself pretty well for this. Got a bit of outside bits over here. I think we went a little bit zigzaggy on the other row, but otherwise pretty good. Yeah. So we've been about as efficient as we can be here. Which is good. So I was doing. Oh, you can see Harry coming back now. And Harry's now positioned himself ready for us to go and drop the header off this. And as I suspected, this final row, yeah, not filling very much of the header. It's not doing too bad. You can see some going out to the edges, but yeah, it's by no means a full size one. And yeah, we're only going to get about maybe 5,000–6,000 litres off the end of this field. Should be a really, really good amount when all is said and done. There we are. Yeah, 4,000. Wow, I thought we were going to have more than that. 4,000 odd litres there. It's not a massive amount. I was expecting a lot more. Right. Close to that as I am happy with. Fill it in the middle. And then we can go and drop the header off. There we are. Looking good. It's a big header to go onto this header trailer. Get it in the right spot. We've got the little old John Deere out manoeuvring this about. There we go. Jump down and we'll disconnect these. Let's get right in here and give it a good yank. There we go. And we'll get back in. I think I can hear Harry going back behind me. Just wait till I can see him. Then I can detach that. Yeah. Right. And now I need to get this all locked down so that we can get it back to the yard. But in the meantime, I think that is a great place for us to end this vlog. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.